How's it going, everybody? And welcome to the redo of the Sports Talk podcast, Fantasy Baseball Weekend Preview. Let's get started. My mic is on this time. No mic issue. So here's my weekend waiver wire part 1 pitchers to stream, starting with Reed Detmer's Saturday versus the Red Sox. 69.8% rostered. And what I'm going to say on this is I'm not going to say dominant, but he was pretty good in his first start of the season for the Angels. 69% rostered. If you need a pitcher, and I'm going to reiterate this, some of these guys, their roster percentages may have fluctuated before the recording of this video, but you'll see results. And I just saw in one of my leagues that a guy I talked about earlier in the week in the waiver wire, Garrett Crochet, was just added in one of my leagues. Seems like a lot of people are listening to me on the waiver wire. Waiver wire pitcher number 2 to add to stream for this weekend is Tristan McKenzie Sunday at the Twins. 35% rostered. With McKenzie, I see the same similarities that I see with Detmers. Really, the only difference is McKenzie, I'm not going to say he struggled in his first start, but he wasn't as efficient in his first start as Detmers was. Number 3, and this guy starts tonight for the Pirates. It is Jared Jones of the Pittsburgh Pirates. 26% rostered, 26.8% rostered. I think that his roster percentage has fluctuated and it's went up a little bit to 30%. It's somewhere around 30, 31%. And I don't know if I like the matchup as much as I think he's going to do good today for the Pirates against the Orioles. That game starts at 4 o'clock. And then the last pitcher to stream this week is Orioles Tyler Wells against the Pirates on Saturday. He's 11.6% rostered. Now let's get to my predictions for this weekend. So my predictions for this weekend are as follows. The first one is Ryan Pepiot of the Rays, who goes on, I believe, Sunday. He's going to go 6 innings, give up 4 hits, 3 earned runs, walk nobody, get 6 strikeouts, and lead the Rays to a win. Another guy that's going to have a big weekend is Jose Caballero, who's hitting over 300. And I think if Brandon Lau goes on the IL, Caballero is going to have to take a step up a little bit. We don't know if Lau will go on the DL. I mean, on the injured list, because we haven't heard it's a side discomfort for Brandon Lau, but what we don't know is the severity of it. So that's a wait and see. Mason Wood of the Cardinals. I think one of the last 2 games against the Marlins, which is tomorrow and Sunday, I think in one of those 2 games, he has 3 hits and 4 at-bats, and he steals 4 bases. Mason Wynn, can he keep up his hot start to the season? I think he can. And that's the vote of confidence I have in him in his predictions. Marlins Max Meyer goes 6 innings, gives up 3 hits, 1 earned run, no walks, 6 strikeouts against the Cardinals. Now, it's a prediction. Do I think he does it? Possibly. The Cardinals did look kind of good on Thursday, which was yesterday, against the Marlins. But the Marlins are one of the worst teams in baseball. Max Meyer might be their only bright spot right now. Weekend Waiver Wire Part 2 hitters to stream. The first one we've got is Ryan Mountcastle of the Baltimore Orioles. He is a 19.5% rostered. If you need a first baseman to stream this weekend, it would probably be wise to pick up Ryan Mountcastle. He's got 3 games at Pittsburgh. And I like the matchups. I like the ballpark matchup for Mountcastle. He has been raking to start the season. Number 2, Brandon Marsh, Philadelphia Phillies outfielder. 3 games at the Nationals. 4% rostered. Brandon Marsh is another guy. The only thing is another guy I would consider picking up. The only thing that worries me about Brandon Marsh is playing time. He might be in a strong side in a platoon with Johan Rojas or Christian Pache. So I would be to stream him this weekend, yes. But going forward the rest of the season, I would be very wary. Athletics, JJ Bleday. Now, with this, I don't honestly know why he's on here, but I just feel like he's going to have a really good weekend. 1.9% rostered. He's been playing center field. He took Estiari Ruiz's spot, who the A's sent down to AAA, which to me, it's puzzling. It makes 0 sense. But they have 3 games at the Tigers. And I like the 3 game set at the Tigers. And then the last guy is Blaze Alexander, shortstop for the Diamondbacks. But he's been DHing. They've got 3 games at Atlanta. Now, this one, 0.7% rostered. Deep, I'm going to say this is a 12 or more. No, 14 man. This is a deep league ad off the waiver wire stream. Deep league, 12 or more. 12 teams or more. And this is a guy I like to stream. And now I'm going to give you a few more guys off the waiver wire that I would stream this weekend. And we're going to start with Jake Berger. He is rostered in 42% of leagues. To start the season so far, the last 7 days, he's hit 296 with a 360 on base percentage and a slugging of 550. And he had a big game yesterday. He went 2 for 2 against the Cardinals with 2 runs scored and 2 home runs. If you need a third baseman or a DH, which would be utility basically, unless you play with DH, I would consider picking up Jake Berger. The next guy I'm going to talk about is Jared Walsh. He looks like a completely different hitter now that he's with Texas. 1.9% rostered. And if you're looking for guys to stream, he's somebody I would be okay with streaming at first base this weekend. Last 7 days, 21 at bats. He's had 8 hits, 6 runs scored, 2 doubles, no triples, a home run, 3 ribbies, no stolen bases. That's the only negative with Jared Walsh is he doesn't really steal bases. Batting .381 with a .409 OP on base percentage, a slugging of .619. Another guy I would consider streaming this weekend is Brett Beatty of the Mets. Streamers are guys you can stream for 3 games and then drop. And I think Brett Beatty fits that. I know I'm high on Beatty, but he's hitting his last 7 days. 18 at bats, 2 runs scored, 4 hits, no doubles, no triples, a home run, 4 ribbies, 222 batting average, OBP on base percentage 333, 389 slugging. Brett Beatty is a guy that I would consider streaming this weekend. Now I'm going to give you a couple pitchers to stream this weekend as well. Singer start this weekend. Oh, he starts. Okay, perfect. Brady Singer is the first streamer. He has got one of the best matchups this weekend. Brady Singer goes tonight against the White Sox. 56%. He's over 50% roster. Out and stream him today. And then if you need to drop him, you can, or you can stash him away and keep him on your bench. Another guy I would consider picking up and stashing on your bench is Ronel Blanco. And it's not for the matchup he's got this week. I don't like his pitching matchup Sunday against the Rangers. I think long term, he might stick in that rotation for the Astros. So I would go out and stash him. That's what I thought. Jared Jones is now up to 31% rostered. He starts, I talked about him earlier. He starts tonight at home today at home against Baltimore. I would go out and add him Frankie Montas and Aaron Savali. Savali goes Tuesday of next week against the Angels. That is a golden matchup for me. I would add him. Last 7 days, 12 innings pitched. He's 1-1, 14 strikeouts, 3 walks, no saves, no holds, ERA under 2, whip under 1. And then the last pitcher I'm going to talk about is Cutter Crawford. He starts tonight against the Angels. The Red Sox pitching rotation has been really good. They've been tremendous over the last 7 days. And that's the example, Cutter Crawford. 6 innings in his first start of the year. He did not get the win. He had 7 strikeouts, 1 walk. No ERA, .67 whip. And now I'm going to give you some outfielders, a couple outfielders to stream off the waiver wire this weekend. First one being Christopher Morel. Right now he's got outfield eligibility and DH/utility eligibility, but I'm gonna say go out and stream him this weekend, and you won't regret it. The next guy is, and I don't understand. If you want Christopher Morel's roster percentage, almost 50% rostered. 49.9, basically 50%. Last 7 days, 368 average, 429 OBP with a 680 slug. Now back to Tyler O'Neill. Tyler O'Neill, the last 7 days, 15 at bats, 4 runs scored, 5 hits, no triples, no doubles, a home run, an RBI, no stolen bases. And I've already went over his average on base percentage and slugging. I'll give you 2 more outfielders. Taylor Ward, 23.4% rostered. Is this the year that Taylor Ward finally breaks out and has a huge season? Maybe. Last 7 days, 21 at bats, 6 hits, 8 runs, 2 doubles, no triples, 3 home runs, 8 RBIs, 381 average, 381 on base, 905 slugging. And then the last outfielder I'm going to talk about, he's now up to 9% rostered. And that would be Jared Kelenic of the aforementioned Atlanta Braves. If I can pull up his. There we go. Jared Kelenic, 9.1% rostered. Over the last 7 days, he's had 11 at bats, 2 runs scored, 6 hits, a double, 2 RBIs, no stolen bases. He is batting a scorching hot 545 with a 615 OPS and a slugging of 636. 9% rostered. Can I see him go up to 15% by the time I do the waiver wire again on Monday? And ladies and gentlemen, that doesn't do it yet. We offer memberships here at the SportsTalk podcast, and they start at 99 cents a month. They're very simple to get. All you do is you see the little join button down there next to subscribe. You click on that. You pick the membership you want. And we also offer merch. The merch, I will be copying the merch on tonight's show to show you what the merch, the old merch looks like. We've updated it since new logo. It still says SportsTalk Podcast, but it also on the top, it has how you find the SportsTalk the SportsTalk merch site. But I have 2 more videos for you. One at 7 o'clock, and it's a post-game recap of the Rays and Rockies game 1. And then tonight at 8 o'clock, I have another bold predictions video for you. This one on the Mid-American Conference. We will see y'all tonight at 7 o'clock for that video, and at 8 o'clock for the Mid-American Conference bold predictions for 2024. But have a wonderful rest of your day.